All right, you guys, so if you've been following our Instagram, Lite Brite Nation, you know that we're in Holly, Michigan at America's Most Wanted 4x4.
Yeah, and if you know me, I'm gonna take full advantage of driving everything that they have in the stable. Listen to that! Will you listen to that? America's Most Wanted has, I don't even know how many, what do they have?
A lot of horses in the stable.
They have a lot of horses in the stable.
To put it nicely.
So this right here is one of their 8-lug turnkey vehicles, and they've got a ton of them, like we said. This one right here is a Hellcat 707 horsepower swapped Jeep Wrangler. And they've got Gladiators with 1,000 horsepower with a Elephant motor in it. They've got Demon swaps. And since they have all that, and we're gonna be here for so long, I've just decided that we're gonna tell you guys about them and take one to lunch like every single day.
I mean, we've already driven a Gladiator with a Elephant swap, and you would think that that is like the end-all, be-all. But honestly, it's not. Every vehicle and every engine swap honestly has its pros and its cons. And so we're gonna take the 707 out with the Hellcat and show you guys what we love about it.
Yeah, this one I think is probably my favorite. Maybe not the black, like not this one specifically, although I do like it, but the Hellcat itself, I think is gonna end up being one of my favorites.
We'll disagree on that. I think I have another favorite, but the Hellcat's still pretty sweet.
Okay, so we are in one of America's Most Wanted turnkey builds. Just literally buy it right now, right here, right now. It's ready to go. It's fully built. It's a 2022 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon with the Hellcat swap package. Now you can build these yourself, like you can have America's Most Wanted build it yourself, or what they're doing is there's a whole line of Jeeps out here where they're picking them up and they're building their kind of like most popular package options.
Requests.
Yeah, so this one's got a Hellcat in it, and I will tell you, personally, I think Hellcat is the perfect way to go. After driving the 392, we've had a, no wait, on you?
Safety.
Oh, yeah,
Safety first.
So we've had a 392 for about 3 years now, and I love it, and it's wonderful. But when you're on 40s and tons and driving all over the place, once you've driven the Hellcat like that, I feel like that's it. I feel like the Demon is a bit crazy and overkill.
I don't think so at all.
Which I love, and I'm fine with that. But for most people, especially like say you're gonna drive it yourself and you're gonna let your wife drive it. I don't know if I let your kids drive it. But if you're letting a non-Jeep person or non-fast...
If you're gonna let your wife drive it.
If your wife and or husband, however that goes, is not into fast, powerful vehicles, this thing is tame as a kitty cat. It really is tame. But you can unleash the Hellcat part of it. Right? You can drive this. Look, there's no supercharger whine. We're cruising at 40 miles an hour. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right? And if you want to accelerate a little bit, look, it's a little bit. Right?
I don't think you ever want to accelerate just a little bit, though.
You're in baby. Just, I'm saying that this is perfectly tame for anybody to get in and drive it.
Yes.
But then when you decide
you don't want to be tame.
Right, when you decide to release the Kraken, then it goes crazy. So no, it's absolutely amazing. And the problem is with the 392, with 40s and tons and all this extra weight, is that even when you step on it, it makes a lot of noise and it moves, but it never moves like this. Now, do people need this much power?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, she says yes. That's why we get along great. Now, it goes above just like a motor swap and transmission and axles, right? So this one's not on coilovers. This one's on still coil springs and shocks, which is fine. So look, we're accelerating onto the highway at a normal pace. Nothing crazy. Drives fine. So what's really cool is, like, if you notice right away in here, which you'll have to show, is that they painted the steering wheel trim black. They painted the dash
trim is black
to match the outside, and they do that to color match like all the vehicles. So if you have orange, they'll do the orange if you want the accents.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. The seats are full replacement. They're not just covers, they're full replacement skins. And they've got the 707
so I don't know if you can tell, this says AMW 707 perforated into
It's
the
embossed.
backing there. And then they actually have America's Most Wanted right here that's embossed into the logo there, which is pretty sick.
So it's a lot of little extra touches that are custom. Even the dash is the America's Most Wanted speedo and tachometer.
Even the shifters have caps that say America's Most Wanted that are like a super rad, like worn look. They have it right here on my handlebar. It says America's Most Wanted.
It's just a lot of touches. This isn't just a motor swap, guys. This is a whole new vehicle. Like all custom touches, all really nice things.
And the cool thing is, if you don't want to deal with the downtime of, you know, doing an engine swap, getting axles, suspension, interior, everything, you don't want your vehicle down for, you know, a month or a couple months. You just want one with it already done to it. That's what this is. This is a turnkey vehicle. You can literally call up America's Most Wanted and be like, what do you have for sale? And they can give you one already pre-built and done and ready to go.
It's absolutely crazy. So this will have PSC steering, you know, a lift. Well, I don't know if there's a 2.5, 3.5 inch lift. It doesn't matter. It's lifted, wheels, tires. I even think this has like full forged aluminum wheels on it. Some come with bigger brake kits. Like you can literally price one out however you want it. Like you don't have to get these seats. I would recommend it because they're freaking dope.
Sick. Yeah.
But the whole thing is that you can price it out like a new car build. But this is from America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something like this, they have quite a few on their website that you can literally get on. And yes, they're like, hey, go drive it. Let me know what you think and do a video on it for us because we want to sell these things and we want people to know about them. So I mean, I didn't even know we're cruising at 74.
Say so.
It's
again
nice
for most of the population, like for most normal people. Honestly, for most normal people, the 3.6 is fine. But for an automotive enthusiast,
no, it's
for an automotive enthusiast, the Hemi is sick.
Because people say, oh, it's a Jeep, you don't need to go fast. Well, what about when you need to pass somebody?
Says who, though? Says who?
Listen to that! Will you listen to that?
Don't tell me it's a Jeep, you don't need to go fast. Bullshit, I can have my cake and eat it too. With this.
And this doesn't get much worse gas mileage than the 392.
It really doesn't.
Like, this thing, I am driving. Yeah, we're turning, but like, no hands on the highway, lifted, big tires. They don't just put together, let's just shove a big motor in a Jeep and be done.
Yeah.
These things drive phenomenally well. I mean,
super capable, super comfortable.
It doesn't, man, I mean, I would rather buy one than build one because it's done.
If
you
the
pick it up and go.
wasn't so.
This drives better than the stepchild does. The stepchild's kind of a bastard child, though. It is. It's
true.
had parts from everything. It's beat up,
It's
right?
been
This is
cut,
brand new.
chopped, everything.
This feels great. Stepchild, we have some stuff in store, but
this has 400 miles on it. The stepchild has over 100,000. So, in her defense, okay.
Her or his?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever. In the stepchild's defense, in her non-binary, cisgender, whatever defense, probably cut that out. And the thing is, when you're not like getting into the throttle, it's very quiet. Like it's very quiet. It's very subtle. Like it's not like screaming in your ear the whole time.
The Demon will scream at you the whole time. The Demon will scream at every throttle pedal. The Hellcat does not.
Yeah.
Even the Elephant doesn't scream at you all the time. It's just the Demon. The Demon is pissed. The Demon
is pissed at all times. And honestly, the Elephant is way more tame sounding than the Demon. And it's just because it's a totally different sized engine and everything.
I think the Hellcat is the perfect one. Now, they do have a new 426 Hemi option. So you have the 392 that comes in the new Jeeps and that we have. Then they have a bored and stroked 392, which takes that out to a 426.
Yeah.
So instead of a 6.4 liter, it's now a 7 liter, 6.9 liter. It's all minuscule.
But honestly, like this right here, this build, I think is perfect.
This doesn't have coilovers. I don't think, and I don't think most people need coil. I think coilovers are bling and they're cool and they're awesome to have.
I think people like the idea of them until they ride in them.
Well, it's just not needed. Springs and shocks, a proper spring and shock combo is perfectly fine. So like this one has springs and shocks. you know, I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want that one, it doesn't have coilovers. Don't negate a good spring and shock combo just because it's not blingy coilovers. Now, if you got the money and you want to spend it, I mean, by all means.
Totally not necessary though.
We've been on spring and shock in the Stepchild for
and it rides
3.5
better
years
than 99% of coilover rigs that we've been in.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I do like being in a new Jeep. I think we should get a new Jeep one day, just to like have one as a
one day. One day, he said.
One day.
So on the inside, I mentioned a couple things that were really cool, the attention to detail. This isn't just your engine swap, big axle, like a company that just swaps engines, transmissions, and axles. They go above and beyond. Look at these headlights. You actually literally have a Hellcat inside the frickin' headlight that says America's Most Wanted on it. They have brake conversion kits because with this much power, they've got these 8-lug super, like 8-piston huge calipers that fit inside these like probably specific wheels. They're not gonna fit in all of them, but they have put together an entire package. This isn't like I'm in the garage and I'm just gonna shoehorn something in here and slap it together and go. I mean, this is full bumper to bumper, long arm suspension, and everything is tuned for the new weight, and you even have brakes to be able to frickin' stop this tank going down the road.
So you can go to America's Most Wanted 4x4's website where they have all of the information for all of their vehicles and all of their engine swaps, prices, specs, and everything you'd want to know about a turnkey vehicle like this one. They have quite a few of them. Again, Hellcats, Demons, 6.4 liter Hemis, and even elephant swaps.